G'day folks, it's DIY Guy 123 here, bringing you another do-it-yourself video. Today we've got a 2013 Dodge Caravan. Belongs to a guy I know, and he asked me to look at his exhaust system, and he had some problems with an absent resonator and muffler with a big hole in it, but those are pretty straightforward repairs. But as I was putting those new parts on, I realized that here's a catalytic converter and then the flex pipe, and then this bolts onto the exhaust manifold. This was damaged as well, and you could see, actually, while the engine was running, you could hear this rattling, and this rattling. Well, the reason why they rattle is because there used to be a wire mesh that was around this right here, this flex pipe. And it's supposed to look like that. And so anyway, the wire mesh is long gone, and this flex pipe leaks, and the price for you can't buy just the flex pipe locally, and it comes with the flex pipe and the catalytic converter and this piece of pipe that goes down that way, and it's about 500 bucks. Well, this Caravan we don't want to put 500 bucks into it. So instead, he ordered this off of Amazon. This is a universal flex pipe, and it comes with the flange. I say universal, sorry, that's not true. It's designed to fit this vehicle. So, you know, this flange right here, the holes are the proper size and the diameter and all that stuff's right for this vehicle. And so what we need to do is cut the old one off and put the new one on. Now, it is a bit tricky because if I put the two of them side by side, the new flex pipe is longer than the old flex pipe or flex part. And so I have to cut off the old one as close to the cat as possible. And I'll probably have to cut off some of this pipe as well. But I was reading some reviews on this product, and a guy said, you know, you can't cut too far. If you cut into that weld, then this will release, and you obviously don't want to do that. So anyway, so I'm going to probably end up cutting this here and cutting this here. And I would expect that the whole apparatus is going to be maybe 1/3 of an inch longer, maybe 3/8 of an inch longer than the original. And that's okay, because all that will mean is the cat is moved this way 1/3 of an inch, and this pipe could hang down lower just about 1/3 of an inch. Not a big deal. But anyway, so we're going to cut this off and see what we can do. Took a little bit of rigging to get it right, but I think we got it. So now we're going to give this a try, see if we can cut this. Okay, just like that. There's the old one. And so it's going to require some trimming of this one. It would have been lovely if the new pipe would have fit right inside the old cat, and it does for about 1/4 of an inch. And you can see a ring that's been worn around there as I've tried to make this fit. So what is clear to me is I can only get 1/4 of an inch inside that cat. I tried to use the pipe expander to expand the opening of the cat just enough, but what I've realized is it's mushroomed in, and so I could force that to expand, but I'd end up splitting the cat on the sides, and I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is cut off this pipe, all but 1/4 of an inch of it, and then it should fit nicely in there, and I'll weld around it, and it should be airtight. So let's put this in the bandsaw and cut this off. Okay, so I've got it kind of jigged up here with a socket to prevent it from rotating towards the guard. And then I got a piece of plate under the bottom to prevent it from being pushed down. I can't clamp it really strongly because I don't want to crush this. Gonna have to be tender with it. I'm gonna keep my hand on this part from over here to just keep it from rotating up, and we'll just see what happens. So it turned out pretty well. I just Took a grinding wheel and went over the edge to take the burr off, and look, that just fits nicely in there. So that's the edge I'm going to weld around. Then I'm going to clean the rust off of here so that I'll actually have something to be able to tack to. So I'm going to clean this up and then mount this on the exhaust manifold, just snug, but like I won't put the gasket in front of it. And then I'll see how it all lines up, and then I'll tack it on the vehicle. Okay, so we're underneath the car here, and I've mounted the flange, the new flex pipe, onto the exhaust manifold. No gasket. It's not torque tight, it's just on there. Bolts are snug, like a little more than hand tight, and that's it. And so now I'll put the old cat on that, line it all up, and get it ready for tacking. You want to watch that oxygen sensor and not bang that around. Okay, so because the new flex pipe is slightly longer, we have a bit of an interference problem here. And that's going to be no problem because I'll just do that. And now there's no interference problem at all. So, all right, we're good there. Look at that. We got good access to it. So we'll give it a few tacks there on the bottom side. I'll do more than just a few because I won't be able to do it easily on the top side. So all my tacks will be on the bottom side, and then I'll bring it down and weld it all the way around. And then we'll bolt it up for good. While we're down here, I'm just going to show you a couple other things. This little support is rotted off, so I'm going to add a new one. I've made one for that. And this hanger's rotted off. And I stole this one off of the muffler that had fallen off the vehicle. And I'm going to not weld it to this part, but I'm going to weld it to that hanger right there. So while I'm tacking the flex pipe, I'll probably tack that hanger onto this pipe clamp as well. That pipe clamp, the only purpose it serves is to hold this hanger. So anyway, gonna get that welded on as well. So I've got it tacked on the other side. I'm gonna tack it on this side, and then I'm gonna weld it hard. Okay, so now those will hold it all in place even if the weld shrinks. Shouldn't move too much. Okay, so, you know, not my best work, but it's not going to leak, and it's all the way around, and it's strong as heck. And then I'm going to weld my bridge in here, and then I'll weld my hanger on there. Well, it's all installed now, all torqued down, gasket in, and welded up there, and then welded up there. There is a little sharp part I'm going to grind the end off, just to make it less likely to fetch up. That's welded up and tightened down. That's tightened down. That's tightened down, that's tightened down, and we got kind of a made up hanger here because the original hanger was missing, and so we had to do something. And but I give the exhaust a good shake left and right, and it doesn't knock on anything, so I think we're gonna be good. That clamp was a little loose, so I gave it another couple turns. And all the dirty stuff is coming at the tailpipe, so that's a wrap for this Dodge Caravan with the bad flex pipe. I'm really pleased with how it turned out, and I think it's the most cost-effective repair that you're going to get when you need to replace a flex pipe. So time will tell how long that one lasts. We will see.